はい。
Curacao was definitely displayed on the screen. It was Amadeus. Yep. So, I mean, we know all about this stuff. So I bet the phone call was pretty much probably the same, so we could just kind of skip past that. Okay, then we got to go to December 5th, so we got to get through all this stuff. Which I think it should probably be the, it'll probably be the next time jump once we get out of here. Or get out of, Maho. Let's see, no, we got to go through Fubuki next. When we go for the true ending, I'll probably just, like, cut all this stuff out. Since it's mostly similar, and we do go through 2 of the same chapters before, again, and I'll just be like, hey, this happened, this, and this happened. Because skip stops for quick save and everything, so I think that'll be fine. We're not going to, like, miss anything. Forgot there's, like, so much stuff you go through before you even get back to Okabe. It's a dark sky. Oh yeah, here's the flashback forward. And then Suzuha had to go hide. And then Okabe shows up. So then that would mean we were going to ignore the call he gets in the lab. I don't think the line messages really are anything, so it doesn't matter. Talking about him getting married. Suzuha's mom. That's her. We're just ignoring this phone call. No worries. I ignored Kirasa's call. I was sure she'd complain later, but there were some things I just couldn't help. So actually, we need to see how this scene plays out, because we saw it the other way. Okay. I saw it on the vacuum lying on the floor. What was this thing? I asked myself, and then I realized it was Future Gadget Lab number 5. What was it doing here? I put all the future gadgets in the back room. No one was planning on cleaning with this thing, were they? We'd MacGyvered. Not MacGyvered. It's the point it didn't work as a vacuum anymore. I should put it away. Okay, so basically it stays the same. Because you go back into the lab anyways. And then our next choice is in the 15th. That old game art just looks kind of bad when you compare it to that new game art. There's a rat in here. Well, he didn't freak out like last time. And they all showed up anyways. Okay. We just gotta skip through this part because this is stuff we haven't seen. And it'll be like, hey, you haven't read this stuff. Clearly, you need to read it.
次のニュースです。明和党の駒沢康和衆議院議員が企業から不正献金を受けていた問題で、駒沢議員
Though I wonder if it's like this because we technically haven't been through this this line of choices, even though we have seen all this. So we can just do this. Skip, 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 skip. I mean, we'll probably find like some weird incidental dialogue, but nothing that's going to change the story that much. All right. Okay, so now we're back into actual regular skipping. That's a loud bottle. So there's Ferris on the rooftop. That hasn't changed. Suzu's going to run after Kagari. More of the same. This is Maho? Yeah. But you don't have a time thing. Okay. Important choice. I'm going to start the app. Whenever I talk to Kirito, I need to pay attention to where I was. Yep. Okay, so this is where he hangs up on her. And then she'll call back. We can answer it or ignore it, but this time we turn off the phone as he suggests. So I guess if it doesn't matter if we answer or ignore, we can just answer it. Like the last time. We'll just kind of carefully skip through this part. And turn off the phone. And GTFO. All right, so we are going into... The next chapter doesn't have any choices, so I don't remember if... It might be a different chapter altogether. Also, we're jumping world lines right now. Okay, well, I guess this is where we're going to continue on. Let's make sure, okay, January 2nd. January 2nd is our next choice. The sky was red-black, dotted with columns of thick black smoke. There was so much rubble I couldn't find a place to stand. Screams, gunshots, and the stench. Everyone in this world knew what this smell was. It was a smell of burning. Houses, buildings, cars, motorcycles, trees, grass, and humans. It was a smell of all of them burning together. Something thin and black poked from between piles of rubble. It was a hand. So I guess he went back to like the wartime Japan sooner than the Christmas party. The hand unmoving stretched up toward the sky. No, that wasn't the only one. Everywhere I looked, I saw hands, legs, and heads. Parts of what were once human beings were strewn across the ground. Let's skip on just in case we need it. Even though I think this is a new chapter anyway, so... I heard a distant gunshot. A shout. Silence. Nothing changed. Just one more body laying on the ground. The world was ending. And at last, people understood. This wasn't the afterlife. This was the real world. Hell. Yes, that's what this was. This was hell. Or maybe we'll get to the next chapter this way. Yeah. Stray sheep. Didn't know we were playing Catherine. Let me just make sure we are in the right chapter. Totally are. The world twisted and warped. I felt horribly dizzy. Sometimes my vision would blur for no reason, but this was nothing like that. It was my mind itself. It was like my mind itself was being wrung apart. So when he jumped for like a few seconds, he just got like a glimpse. Like the world itself was changing. Deja vu. I knew this feeling. This was... At last the color came back to my vision. All the shouts of the pedestrians and the noise of the passing cars came flooding in at once. Oh, so it happened when he was talking to them. Huh. Fubuki and Kaede. The two of them were still in front of me. They looked worried. Had I just gotten dizzy for a moment? They said their goodbyes and walked toward the station. I watched them go, only halfway paying attention. So it seemed like the Christmas party and stuff would be the same across both these chapters, right? What was that? None of the passers-by noticed me standing there. They were all experiencing time sequentially, as one connected moment after another. But I knew what I just saw. That's right. I was the only person who understood. That feeling was reading Steiner, which meant that the world line had changed. I shook my head and tried to get the idea out of my mind. It was impossible. The world line can only change if someone had altered the past. I'd only ever seen world line changes after I'd sent D-mails with the phone wave. Name subject to change. But I destroyed the phone wave so that it could never happen again. I'd sacrificed Curacao for it. But then who did this? And how? What if someone had made a device identical to the phone wave? Mayuri. I need to see if Mayuri was safe. I'll call her right now. Okay, yeah, there's no choices in here, so. I picked her name off the contacts list on my phone and dialed. I could hear the call sound in my ear, but there was no sign of her picking up. 7 seconds, 8, 9. Each second made the fear worse. I felt cold sweat drip out down my back. 12 seconds, 13 seconds, 14 seconds. I kept calling and praying anyway. Eventually, after a minute of ringing, the electronic sound suddenly cut off. That just her answering machine? Nope. The relaxed, easygoing voice I heard most definitely belonged to Mayuri. It was nothing. Nothing had happened at all. I'm your dad now. That's the way he's acting.
わかった。いや、今日は用事があってな。無理なんだ。
バイトが終わったらラボにも顔を出すつもりだよ。
わかった。もし行けるようだったら、そこで合流して一緒に帰ろう。
本当？今日は珍しいね。
じゃあ、バイト頑張れよ。
I hung up. Mayuri was safe, which meant that the world line change probably had nothing to do with her, not that I could let my guard down. Or maybe that was just a daydream and there was no world line change at all. It seemed awfully realistic for that to be the case, though. Just to be safe, I turned my phone on again. The icon was still there in the same place it had been the last several times I'd used it. I felt a little hesitation, especially after what happened. Could I really contact her after that? But I decided that it was important to see what was going on first, so I tapped the icon.
何？言い忘れたことでもあった？
Kiriso's voice is the same as ever.
怒ってないのか？
怒る？どうして？
だってさっき話している途中で切ってしまっただろ。だから。
それについてはさっき謝ってもらったから。私は一度許したことをいつまでもぐちぐち言う人間じゃない。